Now it's been a good 2015 for Ford India, hasn't it? The Figo twins have shaken up their respective segments and are spearheading Ford's revival in the country. They've even gone ahead and launched the updated EcoSport. However, Ford desperately needed to create a bigger impact, and I think they've taken the term big a bit too seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, say hello to the new Ford Endeavour. It's full of muscle, testosterone and all other things you consider manly. It's roughly 5 meters in length, 2 meters tall and 2 meters wide. Massive is an understatement.
The design is true to the traditional American SUV language. It is bold and in your face. It doesn't shy away from flaunting its muscle, and it hasn't gone tame like the new Pajero or even the new Fortuner for that matter. The front gets a massive grille drenched in chrome, flanked by headlamps that could light stadiums if it wanted to. The skid plate, bulging bonnet and massive wheel arches have brawny aggression dripping from every edge. The side houses a large glasshouse and those huge 18-inch wheels. If there was one angle that the new Endeavour looked truly imposing in, it's this one. An XL size slab of chrome on the front fender, chrome on the mirrors and door handles are classy and do not look over the top. The rear now ditches the tail mounted spare wheel in favour of a clean boot design. The wraparound LED tail lamps are connected by yet another large strip of chrome with embossed Endeavour lettering. The skid plate on the rear mimics the one at the front, complementing the butch stance. The Ford looks intimidating, imposing and much like a typical go-anywhere SUV. The brawny size and the well-sculpted lines give it an authoritative stance. We will go out on a limb and say that the Endeavour is the best looking SUV in its segment.
Once you climb inside the Endeavour, and yes, you do have to climb inside it, you're surrounded by this sense of opulence and sheer simplicity. Everything is just where you want it, the layout is clean, contemporary, and not to mention extremely user-friendly. The quality of materials, fit and finish is again top-notch, something that we've come to expect from the Endeavour, and I'm glad it does not disappoint. All 7 seats come draped in this beige leather that you see here, and my only complaint would be that it gets dirty a bit too easily. Other than that, I don't really have any complaints, be it with regards to fit and finish, space or even ergonomics for that matter. It's a well-designed cabin with all the features you need.
The slab-sided dashboard is split into 3 sections. The top portion is draped in chocolate brown leather. The middle section gets a dark grey coloured panel that runs from door to door and beige envelopes the rest. The steering is a large chunky unit that is wrapped in leather and gets adjustment for rake. We would have loved reach adjustment as well, but considering that the driver's seat is an 8-way electrically adjustable unit, finding a good driving position is hardly a task. Now there are a total of 22 buttons on the steering wheels. 10 of those buttons are used to control the LCD screens on the instrument cluster. The cluster itself comprises of a large central speedometer flanked by the 2 smaller screens. While the left screen displays information like the audio, the right one displays vehicle parameters such as RPM, distance to empty, trip meter, etc. The center console is home to the infotainment system and the dual zone climate control. The 8-inch touchscreen unit is broken into 4 quadrants and is color coded. The 4 quadrants are yellow for phone, red for music, blue for climate control and green for miscellaneous information. Respective features can be controlled directly from the touchscreen and one need not necessarily use the physical buttons or knobs. The unit is also equipped with Ford's Sync 2 technology that can recognize over 10,000 different voice commands. The space is mega on the inside, especially in the front 2 rows. The second row can be reclined and moved ahead to liberate more legroom for the third row. Here's the maximum and the minimum legroom on offer in the second row. Seating 3 here isn't too much of a problem. In spite of the fairly large hump in the center, there genuinely is enough shoulder room for 3 occupants. Talking about the third row, it is surprisingly accommodating. That said, I wouldn't want to be sitting there for a really long time. It is best left to kids. Now all three rows get their own set of AC vents. The Endeavour is equipped with a dual zone climate control. The system lets the car maintain different temperatures in each half of the car. The AC vents are roof mounted for passengers in the second as well as the third row. Passengers in the second row can control fan speed and temperature for their row as well. The massive boot will swallow anything you throw at it. If you need more space, you can always fold the second and the third row of seats away. While the second row gets a 60-40 split, the third row gets a 50-50. Boot space with the two rows tucked away stands over 2000 litres. There are a lot of cubby holes around the cabin for your knickknacks too. For example, there are large bottle holders in the door pads, a sunglass holder, recesses around the handbrake lever, and an XL size glove box as well. Even the third row passengers get their own cup holders. Our favourite feature on the interior, however, is the active noise cancellation. It employs the same technology as noise cancelling headphones. The cabin employs tiny mics above the first and second row that pick up and negate any unwanted sound within the range of 30 to 180 Hz.
Now, the feeling that you get when you're driving the Endeavour is nothing short of amazing, to be honest. You sit nice and high, towering over those little hatchbacks and sedans. One thing's for sure, if they see this car in the rear view mirror, they will make way. Now, the Endeavour is offered with two engine options. There's the 2.2 litre motor that we're driving right now, and then there's the bigger 3.2 litre version as well. Now, let's get one thing clear straight off the bat. The 2.2 litre motor in no way feels underpowered or inadequate in any manner whatsoever. In fact, it does just fine even for a car of this size. Power delivery is extremely linear. Yes, there is a bit of turbo lag up to around 1700-1800 RPM, but post that the engine does pull cleanly. Power is delivered linearly post 1700 RPM, up to which there is evident turbo lag. The 6-speed automatic chooses gears really well, but it is slightly lazy at times. Coming to the steering, it is nice and light and weighs up beautifully as the speeds climb. However, I would have really liked slightly more weight at higher speeds and some more feedback while cornering. The bends aren't the Endeavour's forte. Thanks to the body roll, it's best that you drive around them at same speeds. Now, the Endeavour also gets 225 mm of ground clearance, which lets it simply gobble up the potholes and broken roads. It irons the undulations out. The 4x4 version will get Ford's terrain response system that will let it handle more extreme landscapes. However, the 4x2 is best kept away from muck and slush. Now, talking about safety, the Endeavour gets dual airbags, ABS with EBD, ESP and traction control as standard. Now, the titanium variant that I'm driving here additionally gets side and curtain airbags. If you opt for the 3.2 titanium version, you will get an airbag for the driver's knee as well. Additionally, the 4x4 variant gets hill descent control. Overall, it's a nice, safe place to be in. All said and done, should you buy one? Well, if you're in the market for a double XL sized SUV, the Endeavour is your best bet as of now. It's got the power, the muscle, the presence, the technology. It does tick all the right boxes.
And at this price point, we believe the new Endeavour is worth every single penny.
Well, that's it about the new Ford Endeavour. Do let us know what you think about it in the comment section below. Like always, don't forget to subscribe to the CarDekho YouTube channel for more news and reviews.